If I told you that you could be in more than one place at one time, would you believe it? Yeah, neither would I. What about the idea that if you were to study hard today, that you could affect the outcome of an examination that you took a week ago, or I don't know, 10 years ago even? Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. I'm with you on that. Hi, my name is TheRetiredYeti. I'm also known as the Yeti. And yeah, I'm retired, and thus the name of my website, the Retired Yeti. Now, you might have typed into your search engine Sasquatch or Bigfoot in an attempt to try and find validity of the existence of the Himalayan mountain man. And instead you wound up here. And one of the questions that you're justifiably asking yourself is, what the hell am I going to tell you about the existence of Sasquatch? Well, the answer to that question is simple, really. Nothing. I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hang on. Don't go off in a huff. My bad. Hang around at least long enough to hear what I got to say. Learn a little bit about what my blog is about before you leave, because you might actually find that it's pretty damn fascinating. Even more fascinating than chasing after some giant dude wandering through the woods who obviously doesn't want to be found anyhow. Okay? Look, I enjoy reading about the sciences and technologies and writing about them. That's what I enjoy doing, and so you're going to find a huge flavor of that here on my blog, The Retired Yeti. You know, look, we might all agree that it's not possible for us to be in more than one place at one time, but in the quantum world it is. In the quantum world, a particle can be in an infinite number of places at the same time. It's called superposition. Yeah, we also might be on the same sheet of music when we say that it's not possible for present and future events to affect the outcome of past events. But again, in laboratories around the world, it's shown, at least at the very, very small, the quantum level, that present and future events do in fact affect past events. I don't know how, but it does. And so how can you not become enamored with concepts such as that? I enjoy speculating, having fun with the ideas of what the sciences are announcing, screaming sometimes. I try not to get too deep into the metaphysics or religious implications of any of these things. I just enjoy having fun. I'll give you an example of the flavor of things that you might find when you start reading through this website. Let's just take superposition as an example, because there are a lot of people that prefer to call this superposition phenomenon as a wave of potentiality, in that a particle function versus a wave function. The wave function being that particle's potentials are in all states simultaneously, that it is all things at the same time. And it isn't until the moment that it's observed that it decoheres into a singular observed state. Well, I love the idea of a wave of potentiality, if for no other reason, the metaphor that it creates for us in the macro world. We are waves of potentiality. Wow, how phenomenal is that? That we are all potentials simultaneously until the moment we decide what it is that we wish to be. We're all things until we choose to observe ourselves in the state that we expect to see ourselves in. And that's the only time that we become the reality of what we see in the mirror. Well, that's an amazing concept, and you can go really off the deep end with this stuff, don't get me wrong, and I promise not to go there with my writings. But I want to leave it open wide enough for you to be able to take it anywhere that you wish. Now, as much as I enjoy writing about the sciences and technologies, of which you'll find plenty of on this blog site, I also have decided to make this blog site my own platform in order to exert my own potentialities. This is a place for me to play. It's my playground, so I'm going to do what I want with it. And you're going to find a lot of other things besides science and technology articles. I love to write poetry, so you're going to see a lot of poetry on the site, a lot of poetry and prose. I was a soldier for 3 decades, so you're going to see war stories. And don't get wrapped around the WAR axle, because it's not about war specifically. It's about the passion of soldiering, the passion of camaraderie and brother and sisterhood, and the esprit de corps. It's about the anxieties. It's about the soul searching that soldiers do on a daily basis. It's about soldiers' families and all of those things. I'm extraordinarily passionate about that, and it was a beautiful chunk out of my life that I would never replace. And I want to share that with you. And you also find a lot of other storytelling venues, whether it be from my childhood or post-retirement. But again, the major flavor is going to be in the sciences and technology, because that is what I'm doing now. I also enjoy drawing. So you're going to see a section on this blog where I'm going to display some of the work that I've done. And I'm only going to show you the good stuff now. I'm not going to show you the crappy drawings I did. And I will be honest, right here, right now, I've done more crappy drawings than I have good drawings. And that's why you're only going to see about 6 or 7 drawings. What can I say? I'm trying, I'm learning. But I am trying to show you my wave of potentiality. And what you take away from that, well, that's totally up to you. Perhaps you'll be inspired, motivated, saying, well, if that old codger can do it, well, then why can't I? Well, good for you, go for it. Or you may get a sick feeling in the pit of your stomach. Say, oh God, this guy really sucks, and he thinks he's all that. Whatever. I promise you that you're going to walk away with something. So, I mean, if you want, you can go back to your search engine and type in Sasquatch and hope that you find something on the Yeti. But you know what? You've already found the Yeti. The Retired Yeti. Come on in, take a look around, see if you like what you see. Make a comment on what you find, please. I'd appreciate that. Give me some recommendations on how to explore my potentiality, and I might take you up on it. I'll even credit you for it. And every now and then you're going to find a guest blogger who is going to give their own perspective on life, living, the universe, whatever. And I would love it if you would find the time to write something yourself and see if we don't get it posted on my site. All right, well, thanks for taking the time to listen. I hope to see you inside. Come on, follow me. Thanks.